Hey guys, we're back for another video. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you are notified whenever we upload. Also, hit the thumbs up if you like the content. And as always, let me know what you think in the comments. And also, I want to welcome my new subscribers to my channel. So, from time to time, guys, I will bring up old information. And the reason why is because you guys tend to forget what has occurred in previous seasons. Sometimes I'll bring that back to the forefront because it helps where the situation is right now. So for this particular video, I'm going to talk about Amara. We're going to talk about Amara because in my video that I just did, which is titled Amara and Shay go head to head in an argument, go back and watch that if you have not. We're going to get into why Amara has such a nasty disdain for Shay. And we're going to get to the root of what that real problem is. At once upon a time, Shay and Amara were like best friends, like sisters. And I'm going to tell you what happened. Amara went behind Shay's brother, which is the man on the screen who she was dating. She broke up with him because she was screwing his friend. So let me break it down for you. Amara was staying, I believe, in the Dominican Republic. Obviously, is very far from Miami. And at the time, I don't even know if MJ was actually living in Miami or what the situation was. I know at one point in time was staying in a house with Amara. At any rate, they provided, and I say they because I'm referring to MJ, which is Emjayjohnson, and also Shay's older brother Dr. Joe. So they had provided Amara a handyman that would help her when different things needed to be fixed. The guy's name is Alan. He was also familiar in real estate. This girl goes behind his back and starts effing and sleeping with the guy and ultimately gets pregnant by him. So her disdain for Shay is based on her own actions. So she knows she did some dirty shit. And instead of just asking for forgiveness and moving on with her life, she wants to pretend like Shay is the problem because she feels guilty for the fucked up stuff that she did. So let's get into this video. In the video you're about to see, it's with MJ and he's being interviewed and he's going to talk about Amara.
On TV with now Alan, I introduced them. Oh. That was me. When we were flying out to the Dominican Republic and she was getting her property because I had nothing to do with those. Mm-hmm. She was getting her properties together, even though I was there through the process and assisting in any way I can. I can't say I didn't pay for anything in any of those apartments either. But she had an incident out there in DR where she had some clients of Airbnb in one of the spots, and they kind of like fucked up everything. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up everything or whatever, and she didn't know kind of what to do. And I knew Alan, who lived out there. So I said, let me reach out to Alan because I knew Alan was kind of connected a little bit. He can kind of get the police or the authorities or somebody to come over there to get them out of the unit and kind of help. And then, it was kind of the beginning stages of her doing the Airbnb. So she was learning different things. So I said, why don't we put somebody in position? I said, let's just use Alan to, rent out the Airbnb since, when you're not in town or whatever, or he can just be in control of that. Let's put him in charge because I trust him. You know what I mean? And I trust Alan because me and Alan got a history.
Well, you did trust him.
Yeah, I did trust him.
Okay.
Me and Alan had history. And, it goes back like 8-9 years. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to where he went to school with my brother. My brother, he was an international student in college, and my brother took care of him through certain situations. My brother took care of him. My brother was in his wedding, you know what I'm saying, of his ex or whoever it may be, and certain things. So people don't understand behind what's going on TV. There's other shit happening, you know what I'm saying, where I got my family and, my brother's pissed, you know what I'm saying, because my brother introduced me to him, and, you know what I mean, it's just like, we talking, and he talking to me about my relationship, trying to give me advice. And telling me certain things. Alan was talking to you about your relationship. The last time I was out there, he was with Amara. Yeah, trying to give me advice, saying like, I don't really feel like she supports you, man. If she don't support you in certain things, then why don't you just go? Like saying certain things and little things like that. So it's kind of he kind of he crossed me. You know what I'm saying? He crossed me at the end of the day, and then it's like, it was very, very unexpected. Very, very unexpected. So, how long after the breakup scene did you find out that Alan and Amara were a thing? Well, I mean, let's be in real time. You know what I'm saying? In real time, how everything is, after the show, there was some time that everybody had to, do their own thing. We were still together, still going through our problems. Oh, y'all was still together after that? Yeah, I was still, you know what I'm saying? We were off and on. I was still living there at the house, different things like that. It's just that, I'm just going to say this because I don't want to make her seem like she's like this bad person. That ain't for me to judge. I just don't like what happened and what she did. What they're doing right now, I don't respect that. You know what I mean? But, we were off and on. I was still in the crib, in the house, and I don't know if we want to get specific things. Yes, that's what we're here for. So we don't do these commercial-friendly interviews. We do interviews. So basically, the introduction was done in January of this year. The introduction was done in January. Okay. I technically ended up moving out of the house and shit, we got to go back. I moved out one time before. Okay. For about 6 months. Okay. I moved out and ended up going back in, a little situation. Ended up going back into the house. Okay. And then I ended up moving out again this year, January. And, February. I can tell you it kind of bothers you. This Alan and Amara situation.
Okay, guys, I cut the audio off because that was pretty much all you really needed to hear. I just wanted to confirm with you guys what Amara's real issue is with Shay. Now, who you just heard speaking was Emjayjohnson, who is Shay Johnson's brother, right? He's giving an interview and he's talking about how he, as I stated, I'm just coming with the receipts, how he introduced Amara and his friend Alan, who he had known for 10 years at the time. So right now it's probably about 13 years. So he had introduced Miss, I want to say something, I'm not going to say it, Miss Nasty Girl Amara to the friend because I knew it was something going on with the Dominican Republic, but I didn't remember. So as he just clarified, Amara had property in Dominican Republic. I knew it had something to do with property, and she had some tenants in there, Airbnb tenants. Something was going wrong, and he basically was like, hey, I know somebody. So he introduced her to him for the sole purpose of helping this trash box. She went behind his back and started sleeping with his friend. And then you hear him in the video basically saying that the friend Alan tried to discourage him by staying with Amara and was really trying to talk him out of it by just stating that Amara was unsupportive to him. So not only did he introduce her to the friend who ended up banging her and getting her pregnant, the friend was also coming back to him trying to basically discourage him to even enter into a relationship with Amara. He also stated during the filming, because he doesn't know what's going on with filming until it actually airs. He stated during the filming that him and Amara was still living together. Obviously, Amara she had to know that this stuff was going to come out on TV. So they ended up breaking up. Classic hood rat chick. She knew this was going to air. Something went wrong in their relationship. Think about it. She had to get him out of the house. She wouldn't have wanted him to be in the house with her. And this stuff is now on TV. Keep in mind, when they're filming, it's not on TV yet. So he just clarified that. He stated that his brother, who is Dr. Joe Johnson, was really good friends with Alan, who introduced him to Alan, and stated that his brother was very hurt by the entire situation. So yeah, you heard it from MJ, he kind of basically told y'all everything that was happening, and he was still nice about it. He said, he didn't want people to, judge Amada and say that she was a bad person. Well, she not really looking like a good person either. But what he stated was he just didn't like the way they went about it, which, come on now, it's the principle of how you do things. Like that was so messy. So I wanted to show you guys this audio so you can hear it for yourself, because this is Amara's disdain for Shay. Amara is also a nasty, nasty chick. She's nasty. And her problem with Shay has nothing to do with Shay recording a video about her baby shower, because she didn't really say anything bad. Her issue with Shay is, that Shay knows and Shay's family know that you went and spreaded your legs with a man who don't even want you. So this is the problem, Amara. Not only do you have two kids by a man who don't want you, the man that don't want you happened to be your ex-man's friend. So it's like, this guy that you went and had these two babies by, he treats you like trash. Like, he treats you like you were just a piece of booty. And that is why you're so hurt, because they see how you're being treated and you're angry with them because of your actions. That is your real problem with Shay, because they can see that Alan is not with you. They can see that Alan never shows up to anything concerning your kids. They can see that Alan is in Dominican living his life. We saw on the show where Alan said he is not coming to Miami. So Alan doesn't give a F about you. While you went on national TV and say you didn't just sleep with Alan, but you effed his brains out, is what you said, Amara. So your reason for not liking Shay has nothing to do with anything she did, but it has everything to do with what you did. You need help, sister girl. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Of course, give, whatever your thoughts are. You definitely don't have to agree with me. I'm just bringing out more additional information because I always like to connect the dots. So this interview that you guys just listened to, it's not a new interview. It's old. You got to think about it. It take 9 months for the baby to cook, right? 9 months. And I believe her twins turned a year about 6 months ago. So the video is about maybe 3 years old or getting closer to 3 years old. I just wanted to give you additional information so you can actually see why this woman has a problem with Shay. It has absolutely nothing to do with Shay. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.